Let's go.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. We're just moments away from the action, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are in... Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 30. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free? While also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place. It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him,
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out fire.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A return now from the 4. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dragons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, no.
Finding room at midfield.
Damn.
And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Oh, wow. That's unbelievable.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Oh.
Got a man coming across the field. He's caught it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Guys just bouncing off this guy.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And that is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's their punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dragons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1 here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 17-0, the Earth. Second and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down. 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's a toss, right side. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Dragons. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 9-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Out of here, bruh.
Oh, the teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the...
What did I do wrong, though? What did I do wrong on that play? Because I was in position. Oh, my gosh. It went right by my...
Just increases the...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. To return it, it's Dorsey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The Dragons offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Dragons punt team unit comes out.
Pretty sure if he had a chance to do that one all over again, Mike, that's just a simple, fair catch decision. He underestimated the ability to how fast that gunner could get down the field. They take advantage of it. Not only does he take the big hit, he coughs up the ball, and now he puts his defense right back on the field.
2nd and 11. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to...
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dragons. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this drive is going backward, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3-and-out. Now the return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup as we're off to Orlando. Going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports.
We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Completing that one to Carter. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. Now Walker. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. To return it, it's Dorsey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh,
and he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. But off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Dragons getting their punt team out here. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Quick throw here is complete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
The user. It's the Tokyo Dragon. And we swaggy.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's Walker. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Now that guy
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. He's to the 40.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Up the middle they go. They face 2nd down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Left side in the hands of Neighbors. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. There's that man again. Another catch. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. Size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd and long. They'll stick with him again. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Tight end going in motion here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They convert with a gain of 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give on the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To the ground. He'll get it again. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the #2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Touchdown, 2 interceptions. Bradford, 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Put that in the touch. We got the Chicago Bears. Dang, let's just say our offense is a 99. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Offense is a 99. We hitting on all cylinders. This offense goes crazy. Wow. Ron McGraw. Talking about he can be a #1 on any other team. He only had 3 touchdowns. And this guy is just a superstar. 88 catches, 1,300 yards, 24 touchdowns. Do you see what is happening? Rookie record. And then we got Bridges. I know Bridges was going to be a good player, but I'll be lying if I told you I knew he was going to be this. 76 catches. Wow. Curtis just came along. top lineman. Thomas is our veteran. Lindenbaum, them guys getting up there in age. Colston. Rainey made some good open field tackles. Got him out of free agency. He's making some good tackles on screen plays in that last game. This guy just from the sideline. He was a Baltimore Raven. He had 9.5 sacks at one point. And he was an end of the round, first round steal. And we got him for $12 million. This team is just unstoppable. No matter who we put in here, no matter who we put in play, this coaching, this culture, this Tokyo Dragon culture is just on another level. Okay, now we gotta play the Bears. Got some decent quarterbacks. They defense ain't like that. They got a nice rookie in Clifford. I think Clifford was a top 10 pick. I want to say. Had a good production, 8 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks. Yeah, he was the number 4 overall pick in this past year's draft. Now this offensive line, decent. Wow. Oh my God, Turbin. Jay Johnson. Turbin was a Cowboy. Then we gotta play Caleb. Now Caleb is a really good upgrade from our last quarterback that we played. Caleb throws the ball really well and he doesn't make mistakes. So we're gonna have to be on our P's and Q's in this matchup. Okay. Look at that Seahawks quarterback again. Cause he played trash, but let's see if his overall flicks it. Okay, his overall was an 88, so he getting paid $24 million a year. Decent. It was just too much for him. It was just too much for those guys. Okay, we play Caleb Williams and the Bears next. Let's look at the bracket. We got the Cowboys and the Lions is the number 1 seed. Ravens, the number 1 seed. Okay. The Lions is the number 1 seed. Let's see why. Okay, I got QB of the future. got some players, man. I give them that. But if they come across us, we gonna rip them. Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna play Caleb Williams. I'm gonna take a little break. Gonna play Caleb Williams and see what happens.